Nicki Minaj was literally hours away from losing her $20 million Hidden Hills mansion, and I'm not talking about foreclosure or bankruptcy. I'm talking about the court forcing her to sell it to pay a security guard she's been ignoring for years. And the craziest part? She could have avoided all of this by just picking up the phone. So here's what went down. Back in 2019 inches, Frankfurt, Germany, Kenneth Petty allegedly punched a security guard in the face during Nicki's concert. We're not talking about a little scuffle. This man's jaw was shattered. He needed multiple surgeries and now has 5 plates permanently in his jaw. He sued in 2022 for about $721,000. Medical bills, pain and suffering, the whole thing. And you know what Nicki and Kenneth did? Absolutely nothing. Didn't respond, didn't show up, didn't defend themselves at all. And when you ghost a lawsuit, you automatically lose. So March 2024 rolls around, and the judge awards this man over $500,000 by default. Did Nicki pay? Nope. Months go by, nothing. So the security guard's lawyer looks at Nicki's assets and goes, okay, you've got a $20 million mansion? Cool. We're taking that. And they literally filed paperwork to force the sale of her house. The judge agreed. They were just waiting on one document from Bank of America about her mortgage, and it was a done deal. But here's where it gets insane. Nicki waited until literally hours before the judge was about to sign off on selling her entire mansion before she finally paid. The lawyer said they had to go to the 1-yard line to get their money.
Tell us what happened in court in there.
So today we informed the court that Nicki Minaj has satisfied the judgment. And so therefore there was no need to proceed further with our motion for an order authorizing the sale of her house in order to satisfy that judgment.
What does your client think of this? How's he responding?
He is incredibly gratified and happy. It's been a long time coming to have justice finally done here. But he's very happy for himself. He suffered a very heinous attack years ago. And not only did it take years to achieve the judgment, but then took nearly 2 years in order to enforce that judgment. And we never thought it would have to go quite this far in order to actually go and, put a levy on a millionaire's house, and go to the last 24 hours, before she decides to satisfy the judgment.
Have you talked to Nicki Minaj? Do you think she feels remorseful about what happened?
I can't speak for her. I have not spoken to her directly, and I've only spoken to her counsel.
Translation: they had to put her in a financial chokehold before she budged. Now, here's what I don't understand. Why would someone worth millions ignore a lawsuit until they're about to lose a $20 million property over $500,000? Was it principle? Did she think it would just disappear? Did her team drop the ball? Or was she really that stubborn? And let's be real, if Kenneth really did break this man's jaw, why wouldn't they just settle this years ago, instead of letting it get to the point where they're threatening to auction off the house? In this video, we're breaking down the entire timeline, the court documents, what the lawyer said after she finally paid, and honestly, the mind-blowing stubbornness that almost cost Nicki everything. Because this story isn't just about money. It's about what happens when you think the rules don't apply to you. And trust me, the details of how close she came to losing that mansion will have your jaw on the floor. Literally. So stick around, because we're diving deep into one of the most avoidable celebrity legal disasters I've ever seen. Let's get into it.
So it looks like Nicki Minaj won't be losing her house after all. She gave in and paid those fines. $500,000 was awarded to an old security guard who claims that Mr. Kenneth Petty assaulted him backstage at one of her shows. Nicki claims she didn't know about this lawsuit, but I'm sure with the judge putting pressure on her and letting her know that she will lose her home, definitely made things a little bit easier with her decision to paying up that security guard. You know what's crazy is that Mr. Petty is the one doing the assaulting, but Nicki is the one doing the paying. I don't like that, but hey, if she likes it, I love it, whatever.
So guys, it's been confirmed. Nicki Minaj will in fact not have to sell her $20 million home to pay that bodyguard his $500,000 judgment. Today, the lawyers took to the courthouse to let it be known that Nicki Minaj in fact did pay the $500,000 and she satisfied the judgment. But anybody with critical thinking skills knew that this woman was not going to have to sell her house. Y'all thought a multi-millionaire was going to have to sell a $20 million house over a $500,000 lawsuit. Think about how crazy that sounds. People really have to start using critical thinking before they hate, because y'all got on here and said that this woman was gonna go homeless and she was going broke and she was gonna have to sell her house. A lot of y'all don't be thinking. So this should honestly clear up the whole Nicki Minaj going broke rumors, because she just paid $500K. And most of us do not have no $500K to come out our pockets and pay somebody. So let's be for real. Everybody really got online and said, oh, Nicki Minaj is about to be homeless. The same woman who grossed over $108 million on her tour? Y'all let me know what y'all thinking in the comments. That's a wrap on that.
Nicki Minaj don't know if she want to be a rapper or a politician, but either way, she finna lose that house. But let's talk about it. Okay, so Nicki Minaj is ordered to pay $503,000 for a lawsuit that happened back in some time. She's basically been ordered to pay the $503,000 or risk her $20 million California mansion. Now she bought the California mansion at $13 million, and now the judge is saying if you can't pay the $503,000, then I can help you. Now, with that being said, the judge is ordering her to pay that by Thursday, January 22nd, and if she does not, then her house will go on the market. She bought the house, like I said, for $13 million, and it will sell for $20. Basically, Nicki Minaj was worrying about the wrong things. You worried about Don Lemon, what he got going on. You worried about what Cardi B got going on. You worried about what everybody going on, but you ain't worried about losing your dang go home. And all you gotta do is pay that $503,000. Where's her people? Where's her team? Where's her? I mean, damn. Who she gonna be? What she wanna be? Y'all leave it in the comments down below. Nicki Minaj might be homeless.